Today we're making loukoumades, a traditional Greek dessert often referred to as Greek honey donuts. They're small, fluffy, golden fried dough balls, typically soaked in honey and sprinkled with cinnamon and crushed walnuts. Soft and airy in texture, you're going to love this recipe. Let's start. We've got 4 ingredients for our loukoumades and they're so easy to prepare. I've got 2 cups of water here. I've got 1 tablespoon of dried yeast straight in. And in there, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Give that a mix. Our water is tepid. Now all we need to do is let it sit and let it develop a nice foamy surface, and then we know it's ready. Our yeast has activated. You can see that foamy surface that's developed. That's a good indication that our dough is going to rise. I've got 3 cups of plain flour here. That's about 500 grams. And all we need to do is add it straight in to our bowl and mix it up. Folding it through, it is a very wet dough. That's important to note because we're going to be using our hands to form our loukoumades. Beautiful, the dough is ready. All we need to do now is let it sit until it doubles or even triples in size. I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap and then we'll just leave it to have a rest. It's time to get our hands dirty. Now it's really important when you start your loukoumades that you set up your station. Important to note, I'm using sunflower oil here. This is probably the only time you won't find extra virgin olive oil in my kitchen. It's when I make loukoumades. So I've got a little bit of it in my cup here. It's just to lubricate the spoon. That way when we put the dough into the oil, it comes off really easily and it doesn't stick to the spoon. Time to get dirty. My hand is going straight into that dough. I'm gonna lift some of it up. And what I need to do is I actually need to squeeze it in between my thumb and my index finger and use my spoon that's oiled and just take it off my hand and let it fall into the hot oil. Coming off the spoon nice and easily. And every time I add a new donut, I always dip my spoon back into the oil. Off it comes like so. Beautiful, they look so good already. I have so many memories of my Papu Michali making loukoumades. This reminds me exactly of those moments. Just ignore my dirty hand while I talk. You can see the loukoumades are starting to puff up as they cook. They're not ready yet. They need to be nice and golden, but I can feel with my spoon that they are starting to crisp. That's a good sign they're going to be crispy on the outside and nice and fluffy on the inside. A little longer to go. Most fun dessert to make, I think. Our loukoumades are ready. Look how golden they are. I can feel with my spoon, they're so crispy. Actually, you can hear it as I place them onto the plate. It's just crunchy on the outside. Do you hear that? We are ready to dress our loukoumades. I'm so excited for this. Now, I'm going the traditional way. I'm going to use honey, walnuts, and cinnamon. You could even toss them through some cinnamon sugar if you like, some pistachio spread, Nutella. Like I said, we're going traditional today, so I'm just using honey. This one's a little bit special. It's from my dad's electrician in Messenia, and it's pine honey, and it's absolutely delicious. And I know it's going to be amazing on top of our loukoumades. I think I need a bigger honey dispenser. Maresi, poliorea. Of course, a generous sprinkle of canela, cinnamon, like so, all over, and our caribia, walnuts. I've got them chopped up nice and fine so they can stick to our honey. Only one thing left to do now, and that's to enjoy them while they're still hot. I'm going to go straight in. I want you to hear how crunchy they are. Can we just take a minute? Look how fluffy they are on the inside. I haven't had a loukoumade like that in a very long time. If you loved this video and this recipe, let me know what other ones you'd like to see because I'd be happy to cook them for you. Until then, kalia polapsi.